DTEK is the largest private generator in Ukraine. We consider energy to be the final product of our company, though, of course, to be efficient, we are vertically integrated into fuel. And today we focus on our core business, which is heat power generation.
Heat power generation, but also electricity as a utility, basically?
Power generation, yes, including distribution to the end customers.
So there's going to be many reforms in the Ukrainian energy sector in the next decades. Privatization is one of them. What specifically do you think foreign investors in the Ukraine should consider at the current stage?
Well, first of all, we welcome that the process of privatization has already started and it has been conducted in a transparent manner, open for any participant, including foreign investors. Also, we understand that not every investor is ready to participate directly, so we think today it's a very good opportunity for them to come with different form of partnerships or to wait for a local company like ours to conduct an IPO, to invest in shares of local companies who are already in the industry. Today, Ukraine is open for it. Ukraine has become a member of European energy community and it really wishes to become the part of European energy system, including giving ability for foreign partners to conduct business in the country.
One of the things that became clear at the workshop is that there is still a need for further transparency in the Ukrainian energy sector, especially on ownership of different assets that are going to be privatized. How do you see what is perceived as the lack of transparency in the Ukraine?
Well, frankly, today I think the situation with transparency improved significantly. The privatization in energy sector is being conducted very open and thorough manner, without any blocking preconditions and with very serious conditions for participants to be well-known companies of significant size, so that no offshore speculators could come in the process. And again, the kinds of events which we saw today demonstrate that the government is ready to be transparent, is ready to invite European participants and overall international participants into the dialogue for the privatization. So I think we are on the right way.
Looking at the Ukraine from this side of Europe, here from Brussels, we mostly see the Ukraine as a transit country for oil and gas from Russia. But at the workshop it became clear that there was a lot of domestic energy production going on as well, especially in coal, but maybe also in other sectors. Can you describe very briefly what it is in terms of energy resources that Ukraine has itself?
Well, first of all, Ukraine is rich in coal, and DTEK, for example, already today is a big exporter of Ukrainian coal into Europe. So we are coal proficient here and on a big scale. Yes, we are dependent on the gas so far from Russia, but again, with investments coming into oil and gas extraction in Ukraine, like our project of DTEK Neftegaz, we think that it would be possible that in the nearest future Ukraine would be able to produce enough gas to become independent and maybe even start exporting if everything goes right. So, and overall, Ukraine has very good potential to export electricity. And as we say, if the system being modernized the way it should, we would not only not have blackouts in the country, but if modernization is being conducted, Ukraine would be such energy proficient that it could become a battery for European Union, a source of cheap and clean energy for the whole European Union, helping solving its own problems.
Of course, to export energy to the European Union, you need to have a proper infrastructure. We understand that the infrastructure in the Ukraine is aging. Of course, investments are needed. But what role do you see there for Western European companies?
Well, again, yes, it's a part of modernization which has to be conducted and part of those dozens of billions of dollars to be spent on Ukrainian energy sector. But that's why the country invites private players, both international and domestic ones, companies big enough in order to attract international financing for this modernization to be conducted. So it's a part of the business which is open for everybody now.
So one more time, finally, can you give 3 bullet points, 3 pieces of advice to Western business people looking at the Ukraine to invest in the energy sector?
Find right partner, create clever and long-term investment programs, and think out of the box.